the country where I come from, the truth is an irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence, kings and queens silence, traditional leaders silence. So who go say the truth? We are the workers of the call. Now by area, why no better? We are the workers of the call. One guy's oh yeah, why no better? Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, he need it now, see what I see so. Now your friend on a nine come at them. Only papi obeka nice and yeah. So I want one over you two. Everybody was afraid. And when Tinan to my cottage again nine. Once my boy dumping one and I see. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Akuku drofo nyina dalima. And who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to grow mansa to me bia kakobrafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo when you know yet. Na so kutrata down na so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be man mo pia for efo ne cross on my mo. Anya safwe mo ayini. Akuku trofo nyina dalima. And who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachi sa udi oma opipi numa. Would your mind never shine my preference? But who go tell the truth? TUC, silence. Even journalists, silence. So then who go say the truth? Right is right. Wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you, now the person become your target. Jobless no they mean senseless. Poverty no they mean useless. One day them go resist.
Very good evening to you, and once again, and welcome to the special edition of MyView show coming to you live on today's Ghana News TV. My name is Jerome, your usual host. And wherever you are, as I always say, it's always a pleasure to have you, and you are live on our show. We come to you once again by switch on satellite and also on our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all on today's Ghana News TV. And you can equally follow us on Twitter and TikTok, as well as podcasts on Anchor FM. Where are we today? Today, we want to have a special look at the Obuasi West constituency, where, with a hub of Ghana's natural resources, started years and years back. Has Obuasi benefited from these resources? Has the political parties that have taken parliamentary seats in these areas contributed to the development of Obuasi? Our special focus this evening is on Obuasi West, and when I come back after this short break, I would introduce to you my guest for this evening's show. It is a special edition, and therefore let us share, and many more people will join us and contribute. That at the end of it all, we will be in position to see where Obuasi West is and what is the vision of this parliamentary candidate and the political party for the people of Obuasi West. Once again, you are most welcome to the special edition of MyView Show coming to you live on today's Ghana News TV. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
I'm Edna Sabonia. Join me on Today Ghana News TV for news updates on every Friday at 18 hours GMT. News updates are sponsored by Top Connect. Send money everywhere, no fees. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Today Ghana News TV.
Today's Ghana News TV is 2 years old, and we continue to give you the very best. Within our 2-year period, we have introduced our newspaper, the Evening Tribune. Tribune, when it comes, tribulation, you should expect it. It comes with all the hardcore news items, and we report it as it is, as you see it, and as you hear it. So do make a date with us. It comes out every Wednesday, so Thursday morning is right up there. Get a copy of it and get more informed. Do get in touch with us, and we have any article, we will do the publication for you. So once again, you are most welcome to a special edition of MyView Show on today's Ghana News TV. As I did indicate, we want to look at the Obuasi West constituency within our dispensation, parliamentary dispensation. And it is my pleasure to welcome onto the show Madam Fostelove Apia Kanin, who happens to be the parliamentary candidate for the National Democratic Congress for Obuasi West. We want to have an interrogation with her. We want to have a discussion and see the vision of the party and herself for the people of Obuasi West and the way forward. Madam Apia, you are most welcome to the show. I hope I know if people want to know a bit about you before we delve into the program. Yeah. I hope producer can check up the technical. I think we have a technical hitch. Warren, can you hear me?
It's not coming.
Oh. Okay. I think producer, can you cross-check what the issues are? It seems our guest happened. I don't know if she's muted. Romero Apia, can you hear me? Wow. Okay. Whilst my producer is checking it, we just want to have a gist of what is happening in Obuasi West. In Obuasi West, traditionally, we will not say traditionally, but then it is a constituency that very often comes the way of the New Patriotic Party, and we want to look at how things have been. And then in 2020, during the 2020 presidential and parliamentary elections, the New Patriotic Party presidential candidate garnered a total of 72.1% of the votes. The NDC came second with 27%. But if you look at the parliamentary seat, 2016, the MPP made a total of 68.5% of the votes, and that was followed by the NDC with 24.8%. In 2020, with Madam Fostelove as the parliamentary candidate, she moved the votes of the NDC from the 24.8% to 31.2%. It means that there was an appreciation of the votes. But how is the life of Obuasi like to us? Obuasi has been a place where our gold has been mined for the longest period of time in Ghana. But Obuasi has not got a development that we would say commensurate with the production that is going on there. So we want to find out the way forward. I'm sure, Madam Apia, please, can you hear me now? Probably you may have to increase the volume of your set so that you can pick up the signal from us. Wow. We're still having technical challenges. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I can hear you. Madam Apia, can you please hear me? Or maybe you have to increase the volume of your set. Wow. The producer, I think we have a bit of a challenge. Okay, Mr. Producer, give me a bit of a music whilst we check on the settings of Madam Apia, please.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence, kings and queens silence, traditional leaders silence. So who go say the truth? We are the workers of composite call. Now by area, why no better? We are the workers of composite call. One guy's out here, why no better? Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, he need it now, see what I see so. Now your friend on a night come at them. Only papi obeka na sembia. So I want to bet you too. Everybody was afraid. And until I learned to my cottage again, once my boy dumping one and I see. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien person beka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muayini. Aku drop on yina dalima. And who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to cross your mansa to me be a cacobrafo. If I yina yet. If when you know yet. Na so kutrata down so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be man mo pia for efwe. No cross on my mo. Hanya safwe mo ayini. Aku drop for you na dalima. And who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachisa would your mouth pipinuma. Would your mind never shine my frafonsa? But who go tell the truth? DUC silence. Even journalists silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right. Wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you Now the person become your target. Jobless no they mean senseless. Poverty no they mean useless. One day them go resist.
Well, truth and justice, that is what we all wish for ourselves and wish for Mother Ghana. I believe strongly that our comrade, Madam Foster Love, should be on the show any moment from now, and we can hear us. But for now, we say a very good evening to Kelvin Boating Jr. He says the victory of Foster Love Apia Kana is coming, and again, she is coming again. We pray that that victory comes her way, because she did very well in the last elections by increasing the parliamentary votes from 24.8 to 31.2%. And we believe this is the opportunity that she can make the difference. Laila Mahama says a very good evening watching from Bielefeld in Germany. We're very grateful, Laila, that you are part of the show this evening. We're still struggling to see, the internet connectivity in Ghana seems to be a bit of a problem, especially in the Obuasi enclave. But all the same, we will see. If it works out well, we'll have an interaction with her. We're just trying to look at, there are major issues that are of concern to all of us as people of the country, and especially with reference to Obuasi, where so much wealth has come into the country or has gone out of the country due to the mining activities of Anglo Gold Ashanti. Unfortunately, in the last days, the information jumping or hitting the airwaves seems not to be something good for all of us. Our water bodies within the Obuasi enclave has suddenly gone up. And I even understand that the authorities of Anglo Gold Ashanti has put out notifications that you cannot use the water to even bath, you can't use it to wash, you dare not even use the water to drink. We have information about cyanide dams that have been created and forest reserve destroyed as a result of the presence of the cyanide in the system, in the environment. Where are we? Is there a future for we those who live in Obuasi and its enclave? Are we only interested as a government to make money out of the natural resources that are being extracted within the Obuasi enclave, or we are interested in the welfare of the people who live within the same catchment area? What has been the vision of both the New Patriotic Party and the NDC for the people of Obuasi? Today we have a deputy finance minister, a former deputy finance minister who is the member of parliament for Obuasi West in the person of Koku Kwaten. What has been his contribution? Has he brought this to the attention of parliament of the devastating effect of these mining activities in Obuasi and its environment? This is something that we want to find out. If the MPP hasn't been able to do it, what is the vision of the NDC parliamentary candidate for the people of Obuasi West? What is the vision of the NDC as a political party looking forward to leading the country come 2024 for the people of Obuasi and its environment? The environment of Obuasi seems to be totally out of control. Where are we? So that is a discussion we want to go into with Faustina Lab Apia, who happens to be the parliamentary candidate for the National Democratic Congress for the 2024 elections for Obuasi West constituency. And we're coming to you live on today's Ghana News TV. Despite all our challenges with her internet access in Ghana, she has made herself available to have this discussion with us. And we pray that we'll take off from it when she returns. Very good evening to Patience Dako. Patience says, we need a lot of women in parliament. Does she have a mobile campaign donation number? We can support her. Watching from Hamburg, Germany. Okay. Patience, when she comes, I will find out. I'm pretty sure before the end of our interaction, she might put up her Momo account that people who want to go to her support will be able to make use of it. We have our own big man, Tafik, all the way from Italy. You are watching us from Italy. Tafik, our enviable Zongo Caucus coordinator for the NDC Germany chapter. He says, "Very good evening to you, Mr. Kpan, and watching you from Italy." Oh, Tafik, well, I hope you are enjoying very well in Italy. We pray that very soon you'll be back with us. Calvin Boatin Jr. is back here once again. He says she will be coming for an EU tour. Okay, okay. Well, then, patience. This is a very good opportunity. Once our comrade Faustina Love will be coming on an EU tour, then definitely you will have the opportunity of interacting with her, get to know her more, and then see the opportunities as how best you can support her to take that seat from Koku Kwatin and from the New Patriotic Party, and eventually we increase our margin in Obuasi West, and then we win the presidential elections. Good luck to you, the politicians, and the way forward. But has Ghana benefited from the politicians? That is a very big question that you and I need to ask ourselves and find answers. What has been the benefits accrued to all of us as individuals from the various constituencies in our political and democratic dispensation? How has it come to us? Okay, Kunti Nana says, please, Doc, ask her about what she is doing for the youth in terms of employment, apart from gold mines, watching from Poland. Yeah, that is very true. We recently read about the way the youth have invaded some of the old mines within the Obuasi enclave, and all that has contributed to where we are today. That even common water, even there is no life in the water. That is the first thing that we ought to know. Because once there is cyanide contamination, all life in the water goes dead. And that is why the color of the water has suddenly changed. Now, you cannot even use that water to wash your clothing. You cannot use that water to bath. Don't even think about drinking that water. And remember, as the water seeps into the system, it travels along horizontally within the terrain of the land. And it's more dangerous because it travels along, and wherever you are, it does not matter if you are within Obuasi or you are far away, the water will catch up with you. The chemicals will catch up with you. How do we go about it? Okay. Madam Foster, you are most welcome.
Thank you, my dear.
Wonderful. Now we are very happy that we can hear you loud and clear.
Sure.
Great, great, great. We just did a bit of an introduction that you are the parliamentary candidate for NDC for Obuasi West.
Sure.
Great. Now, someone asked a question. I think we'll take that question and then we will roll it out. So, what we want to find out, what is the vision? Why is Madam Foster coming in as a parliamentary candidate? You want to be the MP for the area. So, what's your vision for the people?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity as well. Obuasi, as we talk about, we have two important things in Obuasi. That is the small-scale mining and Anglo Gold Ashanti.
Good.
And when it comes to Anglo Gold Ashanti, our people are not employed. And if you have a kind of, let me put it this way, you can go for the galamsey, that is the small scale mining. And mostly what is happening in Obuasi is that they employed people from outside simply because they say our people don't like to be trained in terms of skills. That is the machines that they use in underground, Wagner, dump trucks, and those things. They are not trained, and that they won't employ them, which is not true. Anglo Gold Ashanti has a training center in Obuasi here. But bet you me, if you are to go and train there like yourself individually, how to go and get some training or skills from there, you have to pay about 5,000 or 3,000 Ghana cedis, or say 6,000 Ghana cedis. And so if I'm not working and I need something to do, and if I have to go for the training, and if I'm to pay 5,000, 6,000, why is it taking me? Meanwhile, I don't have money. I don't have anything. So due to that, most of the youth here are into small scale mining. And this is the case whereby, some incident happened that was a month ago. They went to Anglo Gold Ashanti's um, property, and due to that, where they passed um, to the underground, they have to close there. And so they were trapped underground. And so we have to go and beg and tell the Anglo Gold security firm to open a gate for them to come and pass. Other than that, they would have trapped, and something, a loose or something has come on them, and they will lose their life. So based upon that, I took it upon myself that if the opportunity is given to me, um, for them to pay for the training center where they will go and train them. We have a technical school in Obuasi, that is Obuasi Sectech.
Okay.
It's a technical school. So we are going to um, uh, align with the school and the training center, whereby you learn your theory at the school, and then the practicals will be at the training center. And
Okay.
so that is what the plans that we have now. And after that one too, besides that one too, we are also planning. I know 2024 NDC is coming to power, and I'm also going to take the seat of Obuasi West. That is what I know. Due to hard work and determination, we'll do it, because
Sure. Sure.
as they say, enough is enough. We've given the power to men for so long, and we've not seen anything. Akwaya Bibi says, "Udie nima koko football bo." So udie nima yempa. So that kind of sort that is going on in
Yeah.
Obuasi. If they don't know you, they don't know you, and they won't help you. So based upon that, I've decided, God willing, 2024 we are coming to power, and if we are not able to link the school together with the training center, or align the school with the training center, we will look for funds, and then those that are interested, we will give them the money, train them, and then they get employed at the mining sector. Of course, Anglo Gold Ashanti is not the only mining company in Ghana. We have a whole lot. So even if they do employ them at Anglo Gold Ashanti, they can get employed somewhere else. And I have this particular thing that I introduced in 2020 when I was in my manifesto, parliamentary manifesto, that is pen and kwa NDD, implying that you don't have to go to school, get a certificate or something before you can get something doing. We have tailoring, dressmaking, that one too. I have high five. I've gotten a high five manifesto. That is one. Obia Bedidi for the youth in Obuasi, two, youth in agriculture, and then three, um, youth in driving, and then four, this artist. In Ghana, we have a lot of artists, but there's nobody to help them, especially in Obuasi, we have a lot here. So based upon that, we can use the power that we have that come 2024, God willing, will win, then to help them to acquire something. At the end of the day, it will get the youth busy for them to be free. At the end of the day, they will get something doing, and it will help them in their
That that
daily
that
activities.
is very wonderful. That's very wonderful. Before I even go and ask a few questions about the Anglo Gold Ashanti, I wanted to look at your youth in agriculture, because for me, I believe that agri is one of the bedrocks that can support our economy. So anybody who has eyes on youth in agriculture, I believe that it's a right way to go. What sort of model do you intend implementing if you have the opportunity for this youth in agriculture?
We have a vast land, despite Alovia people are spoiling our lands. The Chinese people are here spoiling our lands, but we have a vast land. And you know, Obuasi, if you can remember, we have Obuasi and Kawo, the whole Ghana. If somebody
Yeah.
tells you I'm going to Obuasi, then buy me oranges. But this time, we even go outside to buy the oranges because of our lands, things are not working on well because of these Chinese people that are in town. And so the buyer will go and then buy the oranges from somewhere. At the end of the day, when you don't keep it well, it will be a different thing altogether. So we have a vast land in Obuasi whereby we trained our children. Most of them, especially we have the remote areas. We have 10 in Obuasi West, and they are into farming. We'll make sure we get the vast land. We introduce them, we train them together with the farmers in our remote areas, and will help them into food cropping. That is maize. We have yam and a whole lot. And again, when fish farming too, it's people are doing it because in my house I have a small fish pond here that we rear fishes and other things, and at the same time is a whole lot, is a bulky thing altogether.
Wonderful.
Or
Recently,
youth in poultry, youth in poultry and other things.
yeah. Let's go back. Recently, there was an issue in Obuasi, and where we are told that even notification from Anglo Gold Ashanti indicates that the water in Obuasi is unhealthy, where there are areas that you cannot use water, you cannot even use the water for washing and all that, because we believe that there is a cyanide dump somewhere that has even eaten up a forestation project that was set up. Is that true? And what do you intend to do about this?
Mind is a nationwide problem that Ghanaians are facing, not only Obuasi. You know, most of our rivers and streams, and is is something else. It's something else. And we are praying if care is not taken by say 2 years to come, Ghana won't get water to drink, and it's very, very bad. But we are working around the corner, around the clock, and we've been going out to see a whole lot of things like our water bodies, and it's really bad. But we are working things that, you know, our own people, that is the NPP, they are doing the galamsey, working with the Chinese that are in Ghana. So it's very hard when it comes to water, when it comes to water bodies. It's very hard, and I don't know how we're going to go about it, but we we are we are working around the clock, and I know come what may, God willing, 2024, if NDC comes, we'll do something about it. Because if you are to do it, it will be a different thing. Whilst you are stopping this late, others are doing. Whilst you are doing this, others, and these are people that brought these Chinese people to Ghana, and it's a whole lot of things. What's the
Um,
matter there?
one may want to find out. Obuasi, the mining Obuasi started several years ago. From where you sit, we started with Ashanti Gold, and then it turned up finally into Anglo Gold Ashanti. Would you want to say that Obuasi has had, not Ghana, only Obuasi, would you want to say that Obuasi has had its fair share from the production that has taken, or from the resources that have been produced and extracted in Obuasi?
Um, Sweetheart, honestly speaking, honestly speaking, somewhere before 2020, we were in Obuasi, when Anglo Gold came out to tell us that uh, their machines and other things. are at fault and that they are going in for care and maintenance. Within a year, we saw a very big billboard in Obuasi saying, vote for NPP, that is 2020, vote for NPP and save Anglo Gold Ashanti. Bet you may, if I'm from a family and the family has got a property and me from the family, I think I have to be the beneficiary to whatever the property that we have in the family. But when you come to Obuasi, after they elected Nana Akufo-Addo, the people in Obuasi West, especially with the youth,
Yeah.
they don't employ them. They will tell you, go for the validation form. You go for the validation form, you go and then you fill it, you take it there. It's an online thing. You take it there. Even if you are to be employed, during the interview, they will ask you, who sent you? Who sent you? Which party do you belong to? So it has been a party thing in Obuasi West, especially. Obuasi West. And so if you don't belong to a particular party, or if you don't know anybody, like I said, Akwayese Koko football, but so if you don't belong to any party, or if you don't know anybody, then so be it. And so about 1,500 workers that they have in AGA, to tell you, if I'm to tell you which people are working in the company, my dear, it will be all what do we call it? Strangers,
Okay.
but not the people in Obuasi,
Okay.
not the youth from Obuasi, settlers, people from outside, not the people from Obuasi. And so it's a problem. And the youth are complaining that if you are not employing us, and then we'll take the power into our hands, we'll come to where you people are mining, and then we'll get whatever we want. And that has been the problem. That
Well,
has been the problem. So I have to benefit what I have, the property I have. But we have to know they also bought it from the chief. They
sure.
bought the property from some people. And it has been, it's a big blow to Obuasi now as we speak.
Well, you see that. Well, we are praying that the NDC will come to power and then see how.
Formerly, yes, it's true. Formerly, when President Atta Mills, may his soul rest in peace, AGA came out with their operational guidelines.
Yeah.
Here we are mining, here we are done mining, here we are not going there again. So during President Atta Mills' time, they were given a place to work, and the town was people in the town were very happy. And then after the death of President Mills and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama took place, they gave them like the same place they were eating for 2 years. After the 2 years, the company took President Mahama to court, international court, and then they had to stop them from mining. And it has been a different thing altogether. Now, Obuasi, the youth are suffering. Yet
Yeah.
it's
So
Obuasi, but a comedy.
accommodate. Yeah, but you see, if they went to the international court and then they won, it tells you that our leadership has a problem because we signed these contracts with these international companies and then we allow these loopholes. But we pray that the NDC will come back and then we see what
Certainly,
NDC will do differently. Because
certainly.
if you look at it, as you rightly said, during former President Atta Mills' time and before, we had this local component thing. I still remember if you apply within that local component, you will not be taken. It is only for those within the enclave. And then
Sure.
here we are find ourselves now. So we'll see how differently the NDC will be should we come into power in 2025. Because what you have just said meant that if they are asking you, if you fill the form and you go for the interview and they ask you who is sending you, which party and the rest, there's a tendency that even during the NDC period, similar things happened.
And sure, no, nothing of that sort happened in Obuasi West. NDC, for everybody. The National Democratic Congress, we are for everybody. And you know one thing, Anglo Gold Ashanti, because of what they did in 2020, then people, the signpost that they brought to Obuasi, a very big signpost saying, vote billboard, vote NPP, and then save AGA. With the notion that we, the NDC, don't love, we don't love the company, and that we want the company to collapse. That is the problem that we have. And so the people, the board members and everything are all NPP.
Okay.
And so if
Okay.
you don't belong to our party, you don't get the job too,
Okay. Okay. So it
or they
means that
don't employ
the
you.
president has the prerogative to appoint people to these boards. So definitely we got the MPP people appointed. And when the NDC comes, I'm sure the NDC also appoint their own people to the boards as well. And we'll see how different.
Certainly. But we,
Okay.
father for all, our president, John Dramani Mahama, is the father for all. And it will be a different thing altogether.
We're praying that things will go differently. Let me take a few comments from our followers and then I'll come back. Ajua Bedua says, hey, Bedau says that Obia Bedibi project is what we need, Mama. And that's an interesting one. Producer will have to bring out the comments for me. Yeah, I'll start with Kunti Nana. Very good evening to you. He said, please, Doc, ask her about what she's doing for the youth in terms of employment apart from gold mines, watching from Poland. Kunti, I think she has already made mention of something there, agriculture and all that. The mining, they will have to do skill training and the rest. Emma Davis says, good evening, Dr. Kpan and Honorable Apiakan. And it's Anglo Gold saying that people pay in their countries to receive such training or skills, or trainees receive allowances to be trained. Well, that is what happens in the foreign land. But in our country, according to Honorable Apia, they are supposed to pay to be trained to have the skill to enable them go into this mining. So these are some of the contract policies that governments engage in with these foreign companies. That is incomprehensible. Our governments have to begin to put the interest of the people beyond the deals they get in the signing of contracts with these companies. It's time things are done differently. Devins, we are grateful for your comment. Brimpong, very good evening to you. He said, please, can you ask her, does she have what it takes to mark the MPP boot for boot? I mean, not to allow the MPP to rig the elections as they did in 2020, watching from Warsaw, Poland. Brimpong, I'm going to ask her how she's going to do that because she has made some great strides in Obuasi, and we will take clue from that. Bafi Frimpong says, I love her eloquence and braveness. May God give her the strength and support to win the seat for NDC. Bafi, we're grateful that you are part of the show. Bafi says, watching you on YouTube from St. Petersburg, Russia. Great. Mavis says, watching from Lisbon, Portugal. Madam, God will see you through. We will support if you give us your mobile money number. Yeah, this is the second time this thing has come up, and Mavis, I will definitely ask her. And we are told that she'll be embarking on a European tour, so definitely you have the opportunity. Oh, Kweku Adi says, great show, watching from Amsterdam, Holland. We are grateful, Adi, that you are part of the show. Nanata Fremu, greetings from Tatali Northern Region. I can see the woman have a very good vision for the constituency. Definitely. So we pray that it will work out. Emma Davis says, it's true that it's MPP that signed up contracts with the Chinese through the bilateral agreement that allows China to export its prisoners to Ghana, and that was under the Kufuor government. But NDC has been in and out of power as well. We must admit that we have not done anything or enough to stop the problems to reaching this level. NDC must tell us the exact plans they have to curb the problem. Well, Ima Davis, you have a point there. We will try and get those who matter most and find out what they will do with new policies should they have the opportunity. Oh, Emma is back again. Emma Davis, To talk of the underdevelopment of Obuasi and the notorious refusal to employ the people of the land, the solution is simple. The government must make it mandatory for Anglo-Gold and all those foreign companies to employ by a quota. That is very true. I believe strong that quota is there, but if you listen to what Madam Honorable Appiah says, it is more geared towards the MPP. So once you go in there for an interview and you are asked which party are you or who is sending you, surely the government has appointed the board of directors and they're all MPP inclined, and not about technical knowledge. It's about being a member of a political party. We will not be able to get this. But I believe strongly that if your NDC comes in and NDC is able to stamp its authority and get this implemented, it will go a long way to help the youth and the people of Obuasi. Thank you very much, Emma Davies. I hope. Well, so far, so good. These are the comments that I've just followed. We have had a lot of hitches here and there, but we'll bring Honorable Appiah and then we'll find out a few questions that just came up whilst we're waiting. Honorable Appiah, you're most welcome back. There are some
Thank
few
you.
questions.
The network is really bad.
Yeah. But we will make do with that. Um, Two different people have been asking that they want to be able to reach out to you to support your parliamentary bid. Do you have something like
Thank you very much.
a mobile money account? And somebody also
Yes,
indicated that you'll be coming for a European tour. But well, let's take that one first, and then we move on.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. My number is Mary. Please, I'm giving it to you.
Okay. We'll wait for it. Then we can proceed while they bring the number for
Okay.
those who are
Okay.
interested. Yeah.
Hmm.
Another person is asking that you be on a
Okay.
European tour. And I did see that the diaspora executive ladies were in Obuasi with you before the primaries.
Yes, sure. They did very well. They did very well, extremely well, and I was very happy. And God bless them so much. So the number is 0552
Okay.
0551
Okay.
0551. That is the number. Please hold on. Oh, yeah. Um, the number is 0552 661 338.
Zero five five.
0552
Mm-hmm.
661 338. And the name that will come is a merchant number. So it will come Gadeco, Great Gadeco,
Great Kadeko.
Gadeco Ladies Fan Club,
Oh, okay.
Gadeco Ladies Fan Club. It's a
Gadeko.
merchant number.
Okay. Well, my
Uh,
producer has even put it on the screen. So for those asking,
okay.
the number is right on the screen.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
you can
Thank
pick
you.
it up from there. 0552 661 338.
Eight. Yes.
And whatever support you have to give to Madam Foster, you'll be most welcome and you'll be appreciated. So now let's go ahead and then see. You did very well. You moved the parliamentary votes of the MPP of the NDC. In
Okay.
2016, it was 24.8%. In
Sure.
2020, with you as a parliamentary candidate, it went up to 31.2%. In
Sure.
2024, I know that you are going to parliament with
Amen. I
total
receive it
support.
with good, with hard work. We are going to make it there because things are very hard. And now Obuasi people are saying they need a woman, they need a woman, they need a woman. And not just a woman, but somebody who can help them. When you come to our marketplace like that, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot.
Wonderful. So you'll be going to parliament. You have already
Certainly.
given us areas that you want to pay attention to, youth in employment and all that, right down
Youth
there.
and driving.
There is a question that came up. that is very important. That Obuasi West, for the NDC, usually you don't lose the election. It is because people go to sleep and allow the NAPP to pack the elections. They rig the elections there. This time around, are we going to be on our feet with you as a parliamentary candidate? How do we protect the votes?
Sure. 2020, um, being a branch woman organizer, being a ward coordinator for, say, 8 years, and a woman organizer for 12 years, a branch woman organizer, jumping in to become a parliamentary candidate. I was working as a banker, and due to this Nana Ado cleanup exercise, we were affected. And that, based upon that, then I was elevated to become a parliamentary candidate in 2020. I went unopposed. It was not easy because we had a lot of challenges. And, as early as 3 a.m., that was 2020, December 7th, we were going in rounds. And after the election, I was here, and one of our people came to me to tell me that even it was this year, that, Madam, our concentration should be at the remote areas, that is the villages. We have 10 villages in Obuasi West. And what we learned is that at the villages, they pack people in buses to go there to cast their vote. And so during the election, when the results were coming out within the Obuasi, that is the township, we were in the same the figures that were coming out, we were almost close.
Okay.
But after realizing when the result of the villages started coming, then it started jumping, becoming big and bigger. But when we went there for the campaign trail, we realized the people there were not that much. So how come? And so this time we are putting our feet on. We've even started. We've started at the village taking records of every voter. People at the assembly election will be they are going for the assembly election very soon, and so we are taking from 17. If probably the girl is 17 now, 2020 should be up for voting, and so we are taking the data from the remote areas, and then sure, it's something I just have to keep it, and then keep it for
Sure.
myself, and
Sure.
we'll
Sure.
know what to
Yes,
do. I
we will
shouldn't
not
have even come out
we
with
won't
that.
go so much into details. We will not go so much into details so that we are currently, I must be honest, you are
Yeah,
going against a party that is so vindictive and ready
yeah.
to do
We shouldn't
anything
come
to
out with
keep
the
the
plans that
power.
we have now.
But
We've laid
I can
down.
assure you that the comments that are coming in indicate that a lot of people, especially in the diaspora here, will be willing to go on your support. And I believe
Thank
strongly
you.
that will
Look
be, they
forward
will
to.
come at the back door and we'll have that discussion. We will relate it
I
to
love
you.
him. I love
Yeah.
him.
And Robert Kimpin says, Madam will surely win the seat with the support of everyone, including the viewers.
Thank you.
Those who still want to support, her number is right there. That is 552 661 338. Calvin Boatin Jr. says Mr. Kevin Taylor should support this woman. We are all NDC, one people. That's interesting. Brimpong, please, can you ask her the kind of logistic support that she needs? Brimpong, we will get to it. Maybe she might not be able to put everything up there, but if you are able to reach out to my producer, we will tell you how to reach out to her and whatever support you can,
God bless them
whichever way is an
all for
election,
us.
whichever
Yeah,
way she needs your support, because this is someone who is right up there and really willing to put her life on the line for the people of Obuasi West. Obuasi demands better than what we have today as a
exactly.
country.
Exactly.
Wonderful. So we don't have much time, and your system is not supportive, but as we okay, it says that we are waiting for an EU tour. Do you intend embarking on an EU tour?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Is we are working around the clock, and it will be very soon. We have to come and get things done for the people of Obuasi. We like the youth in tailoring and dressmaking,
Yeah.
like that. We need to get more machines for them. We need to and youth in driving to Pragia, motorbikes and those things. And Obuasi, the youth are willing to work, but somebody to help them, somebody to train them, somebody to hold their hands, take them to a proper place. This is what I want you to do. This is what we've trained a lot of dressmakers. Though 2020, we're able to train about 200 of them, the dressmakers, and it was it's marvelous. And those in they said, I want to do learn how to do so below. I want to learn how to do soap. I want to learn how to. We are still doing it till 2024, God willing, and we'll see what God will do for us.
That is perfect because to be very honest with you, any other person that wants to support will definitely come to your aid because when we go down there and then what the politicians do is come and give you 100 Ghana and ask for your vote, 200 Ghana and ask for your vote, give you a bag of rice. Within the shortest possible time, it's gone and you go back. But once you train somebody and give the person a skill, then a person is able
That
to
is what
use
we are
that
doing.
to fend for himself and his entire family. I think this is a very good cause that you will have a lot of people. Someone has just even sent me a private message on seeing how best to link you up with her. So I will do that, and right
Thank
afterwards, you
you.
will get somebody
Thank
talking
you.
with.
Thank
Yes, Kunti
you.
Nana also says I can support with hospital beds and wheelchair. I will get in touch with her. That is very great.
God bless you. It's very important.
That is very great. That is
It's
very
very
great.
important.
It's been a wonderful show with you. But before I let you go, the people of Obuasi West are looking forward to having a parliamentary candidate who have them at heart. There are a lot of viewers up there who are also watching you. Please appeal to them and let's see the way forward.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity. It's about time Ghanaians have to know that I belong to this party, and if I go to wear this NPP dress, since my grandmother or my grandfather belongs to this party, I was born into it. Even if it is good or bad, I have to vote for them. No, no, it's quiet opposite. What we have to do, we vote or we go into a political party for something. We vote for our comfort. We vote for for development. So if I belong to NPP and if they are not doing any developmental work, if they are not doing anything, showing anything within the community that I live, and then we have to change our hands. And the opportunity has come for us, Obuasi people, to change our hands. Our style of voting, we shouldn't say because of our grandmother belongs to this party, our grandfather, my mother, I was born into it, and even if I'm dying, I should still vote for NPP. No, NDC has come and the change is now. Please, Obuasi people, what I'm saying is that yɛnhwɛ te sɛ the President Kufuor kaeɛ no, hwɛ w'asetena mu na to aba. We should look at the situation at hand now. We should look at how we are struggling as Ghanaians and vote NPP out and bring back NDC. Of course, bring Fossilave Apiakene to power. Bring His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and NDC to power. And then the development that we want in our constituency, the kind of things that we are going through in our constituency, everything is going to be fine and we will live happily ever after.
Wonderful. Ima David says my organization will support her with the sewing and skills training projects.
Thank
So you already have
you. I'm
another
grateful.
brilliant person ready to come to your aid. So I will link her up,
Oh,
and I'm sure right after the show you'll be able you will start communicating, and a lot
thank
of good things will
you.
come for the people of Obuasi West.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless. We appreciate it so much. God bless you all. Thank you.
We are very grateful, Auntie Fosti, for joining us, and we're
Thank you
wishing you
for
the very
having
best.
me. Thank you for having me.
Great. To our
God
viewers
bless you
out
so
there, that
much.
has been our special edition of today MyView show with the parliamentary candidate for Obuasi West, First Love Apiakanen. And we are appealing to everybody up there. He says it is time that you bring in the women. We have tried the men and things haven't changed. Bring in the women. They are capable of making sure that, yes, you have a skill, and with that skill, the skill will keep you going instead of taking the little that politicians often leave with you. Obuasi
Exactly.
West, you deserve the best, and Foster Love
Thank
is
you.
right up there for you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much once again,
Thank you
and
for
we wish
having
you the
me.
very
God
best
bless you
for the
so much.
evening. Thank you very much.
Bye
Okay.
bye.
To all our viewers out there, good that you are part and parcel of the show this evening. And till we come your way, it's always a pleasure. Remember, keep Ghana as the bedrock of your heart and whatever you do. Think positive for Ghana and think the way forward. Very good evening to you and have a blessed night. And thank you for joining us once again. This is Jerome Kpan.
Mampam, also on tea, so do go be no bim. Mampam, also on tea, Nania Moka in a goodness 40.